Emily Ratajkowski, the internationally renowned supermodel and actress, has been open and refreshingly candid about her journey through motherhood and how it has transformed not only her life but also her sense of style and identity. In a recent in-depth interview with ELE magazine, Ratajkowski, now 34 years old, reflected on the evolving nature of her wardrobe choices and the profound way in which becoming a mother has reshaped her perspective on fashion, societal expectations, and relationships. The conversation began with a seemingly simple but revealing topic: the everyday challenge of dressing for school pickup. For many parents, this mundane routine is a moment of transition, a brief pause between their personal and parental selves. But for Ratajkowski, it has become a stage for self-expression and subtle rebellion against the conventional norms often imposed on mothers. "I think that's actually one of the ways I really enjoy being subversive with motherhood," she remarked thoughtfully. "There's so much around what a mom should look like, and I'm really interested in pushing back on that." This statement speaks volumes about her approach. Rather than succumbing to the often stifling societal scripts about motherhood, she chooses to redefine it on her own terms. Before motherhood, Emily's style was famously bold, glamorous, and unapologetically confident. Known for her striking features and fearless fashion choices, she often graced red carpets and magazine covers in outfits that highlighted her body and individuality. However, becoming a mother to her son, Sylvester Apollo Bear, has naturally introduced new practical considerations. "It's a little bit of a walk to my son's school now, so I can't wear heeled shoes," she said with a practical tone, highlighting how the realities of parenting have influenced her daily wardrobe. But rather than seeing this as a limitation, Emily embraces these changes as part of her evolving identity. She fondly recalled a time when her son's preschool was much closer to home in the city, allowing her the freedom to dress up and indulge in more daring fashion statements during school drop-offs. Yet it's not just about the clothes. For Ratajkowski, motherhood has been a catalyst for deeper reflection on her values and relationships. She openly discussed the shift in her social and romantic life, explaining how she no longer centers men in the same way she once might have. "Not centering men is really wonderful," she said, describing how men used to occupy a significant space in her world, but now that space is filled differently. Instead of relying on romantic relationships as a primary source of emotional connection, Emily has found profound fulfillment in community, specifically in her relationships with women and queer people. She elaborated on this new social dynamic: "I still like men. I just have zero straight men in my life unless they're a romantic interest. In the hierarchy of needs, that's at the top of the pyramid, which is nice." This metaphorical pyramid of needs suggests that romantic relationships are important to her but are now more clearly defined and prioritized, no longer bleeding into every aspect of her life. "Men are pleasure and fun but not a part of my core," she said, emphasizing the shift towards a richer, more diverse network of support. "The rest of my life is community with other women and queer people, and being a mom." This perspective challenges many traditional narratives about motherhood and womanhood. Rather than confining herself to outdated roles, Emily's life exemplifies a modern, multifaceted approach that balances self-expression, family, and a vibrant social life that transcends heteronormative expectations. Her embrace of community over conventional romantic prioritization is a testament to the evolving cultural landscape where diverse identities and connections are celebrated. The interview also touched on how this evolution in her social life and style is intertwined with a broader understanding of power and femininity. Ratajkowski has long been an advocate for women's empowerment, often using her platform to challenge sexist double standards and celebrate sexual agency. Becoming a mother has deepened her appreciation for the complexity of womanhood. "Motherhood didn't diminish my sense of self," she shared, "it expanded it." Her style, therefore, reflects not just practicality but also this expansive identity. She blends the glamorous with the functional, the playful with the profound. One can see this blending in her day-to-day choices. Where once her public image was dominated by high heels and haute couture, now she balances comfort and style in ways that suit her busy life. Yet, she remains unapologetically fashionable, often opting for statement pieces that underscore her personality and confidence. This is a subtle yet powerful message to other mothers and women that embracing motherhood does not mean sacrificing individuality or style. In fact, Ratajkowski's evolving fashion sense serves as a blueprint for a new kind of motherhood, one that honors the challenges and responsibilities of parenting while celebrating the woman beneath the role. Her approach encourages women to see motherhood not as a loss of self but as an opportunity to redefine what self-expression means in this new context. Beyond style and relationships, The interview hinted at how motherhood has reshaped her worldview in more philosophical ways. The experience of caring for another human being has deepened her empathy and sense of responsibility, not only towards her son but also towards the wider world. Being a mom makes you think about legacy in a different way, she noted, touching on how her choices now feel more consequential. This influence permeates her public work as well, including her advocacy for women's rights, body positivity, and social justice causes. Emily's openness about her journey resonates with many women navigating similar transitions. Her candidness about the challenges and adaptations of motherhood, whether it's walking instead of wearing heels or restructuring social priorities, offers a refreshing and relatable perspective. In a culture that often idealizes motherhood as flawless and uniform, her story is a valuable counter-narrative that embraces imperfection and individuality. Moreover, her emphasis on community highlights an important trend in contemporary motherhood: the shift from isolation to connection. By surrounding herself with women and queer friends, she underscores the importance of chosen family and supportive networks that go beyond biological ties. This focus on community is especially poignant in a time when many new parents feel isolated or overwhelmed. In summary, Emily Ratajkowski's reflections on motherhood, style, and identity paint a portrait of a woman who continues to evolve gracefully and boldly. Her story is one of adaptation and resistance, of balancing practical realities with personal expression, and of finding strength in community and self-knowledge. As she navigates the multifaceted roles of mother, woman, artist, and advocate, she offers inspiration to those seeking to live authentically and with purpose in every chapter of life.